if you have noticed that in this society today, people are more focused on a relationship status than a relationship. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. I am passionate about singlehood. Singleness is something that I love. My name is Just Mary Jo. Welcome to my channel. I'm very, very passionate about singleness and singlehood and just being single. I'm very passionate about it because I view singlehood as a complete thing. I view it as a component in your life. You know how we're told, especially by the society, you're born, then you go through school, and then you go to work, and then you get married. I believe that somewhere in between there should be singlehood. Because honestly, for relationships to work, then being single and happily single and just beautifully single is something that should be um, looked at very seriously by the society. Because if there is anything that is underrated in our society today, is being single. People do not want to be single. Single has been associated with being incomplete, being uncool, being someone who is not liked by people, being I don't know, you name it, whatever you have been called when you were single. And you would rather die, like probably if we are in a circle somewhere, people have been told, and then say your relationship status. And then people are like, I am in a relationship, I am married, still what? And you're there, you're like, I don't know, I would rather lie. Because singlehood has been viewed as something that is not acceptable, that is wrong, like you shouldn't be single. I remember there was a time that we were having a group discussion with some of my friends, and I remember I was talking about this because I talk about this quite often, of course. And so I would just ask people, yo, what do you think about being single? And I remember just saying, I think being single is very natural and it's very okay. I don't think there is any problem with that. And I remember someone asking, why? Why would you be single? Why? What's your reason? And I was like, what should I be? Because one of the things that people need to realize is that being in a relationship is not an end for some people. Being in a relationship is not an end for everybody. It could be. And also, being in a relationship is not an achievement. It is not a crown. It is a journey in your life. It is a beautiful journey in your life for sure. But it is not a crown. It is not where everybody is headed. It is not what we are looking forward to being. Being single is better than being in a toxic, bad relationship. Singlehood is a gift from God. Being single, when you are single at any point of your life, I don't care if you are really old or really young, whatever point that God has allowed you to be single, then you should view it as a gift. It is a gift from the Most High God. God has blessed you with an opportunity to be able to know yourself, understand who you are deeply, understand how your emotions work, how you are psychologically, how you are emotionally, how you are physically, what really ticks you, what turns you off, like being able to really love yourself. And you know, you don't get this kind of opportunity when you are in a relationship. This is not an opportunity that you get. You might get it here and there, but for sure, this is not. When you are single, you have a huge gift. I just want to encourage everybody who is single out there to just know that it is a beautiful thing and it is a gift from God. If God has not allowed you to be in a relationship right now, then that means that He is allowing you. Oh, look at that! That He is allowing you to be single. What a gift. What a beautiful gift that God is allowing you to be single, to be able to just understand how to love yourself, how to love God, and how to accept the love of God when you are by yourself. Let me tell you, if you cannot be happily single, then you cannot be happily in a relationship, because you are going to take the baggage of who you are right now into that relationship. And therefore, it's so important that when God gives you a gift of being single, you decide, you know what? I'm going to love this situation. I'm going to love where I am at. I'm going to love who I am right now. Being single sometimes can be very frustrating in this society. But I encourage you as a single person to embrace it. Embrace being single. Singlehood is not something that you need to endure. Singlehood is not something that you need to fix. It is not. Singlehood is a complete thing. It is a component in your life, and you need to embrace it and to love it and grow in it, and just grow in it and glow in it. Be a beautiful person even during your singlehood. Do not leave your singlehood thinking about being married, thinking about getting into a relationship, thinking about dating. It is good to hope, for sure. If that is something that you want, absolutely hope for it, but do not leave your singlehood thinking about being in a relationship. For example, if I can give maybe an analogy, we go to school, and most of us go to school to learn so that we can be better qualified for whatever it is that we're doing. But we never go to school and sit in a class, and the whole time the only thing we're thinking about is how we're gonna be working, how much we're gonna get paid, how much you're going to have good relationship with your co-workers. No. Every time you go into that school, you take the notes, you listen to the teacher, you do your homework, you do the projects that you're supposed to do, you make friends even in campus. That's something that you are doing when you are in school. Even when you finish and graduate, and it's a beautiful thing, no one knows where you go. Some of us are going to work abroad, some of us are going to be entrepreneurs, some of us are going to be businessmen. We're not all gonna go in the same direction. And of course, some of us are going to be employed, some of us are going to start our own businesses. We're not all going to go into the same place. And it's the same thing with singlehood. It is something that you need in your life. And when you are going through this, it is important for you to say, you know what? I'm gonna take notes. I'm gonna make sure that I do my projects, make sure that I do the assignments, make sure I'm in those group discussions. Be in the moment. Be single. Some of us are saying that we're single, but there is nothing about us that is single. We're either fixated on a relationship that has not yet come, or we're just having sex left, right, and center. You're like, you know what, me, I don't want to be in a relationship with anyone, but you are having sex, because you cannot say that you're single but you're having sex with people. No. When you decide to be single, you decide to just get to know yourself, get to know God, get to know who you are, get to love yourself, get to know new hobbies, get to know things that tick you off, get to know things that you love, who you are psychologically, physically, emotionally, deeply understanding yourself, so that you also have a standard. Because sometimes we don't even know who we are, so we settle for whatever. And And sometimes our standards is just beards. Does your man have a beard? Well, we settle for beards and money and cars because that is what is important to us, because we don't even know ourselves. We don't know where we are going. You don't know where you're going. So even when you're choosing a partner, you're choosing a partner with a standard that you don't even have. But when you're single and you know what? I believe that everyone in this world should have a time when they are allowed to be intentionally single without people giving them a side eye. Whether it is going to take 20 years, whether it is going to take 40 years, whether it is going to take a lifetime, it does not matter. It is not, um, the graduation for being single is not marriage. The graduation for being single is not being in a relationship. The graduation for being single is graduating. It's like saying graduation for going to school is getting a job. No, does it mean I did not graduate if I did not get a job? I graduated. Na nilipita. Haimaanishi kwa sababu sina. You know what? Goodbye. I started by saying that being single is a complete thing. And as a society, we need to stop looking at people who are single as if they lack something. Someone who is single is so much better off than someone who is in a toxic relationship. And I hate that I say that, because I don't want to compare somebody who is healthily single and somebody who has a toxic relationship, because they're nowhere comparable. So you would rather be single, get to know who you are, get to know God, get to serve, get to know your hobbies, get to understand who you are psychologically, emotionally, and just be beautiful in this time, than be in a relationship with no standards. Thank you so much for watching this. My name is Spiritual. See you soon.